Hi, my name is Steve, and this is my 1992 Nissan 240SX. So I've been involved in the import car scene since about 2001 or so. I started out in Hondas. The first one was a sweet 1982 CVCC wagon 5-speed, pretty sweet. After I blew that one up a few times, I actually went to an 80s Accord, and then finally something a little more modern with a 97 Civic EX, and that was in 2003. Well, just a few months after I bought that car, I took a ride in a buddy's Nissan 240SX with an SR swap, which really wasn't that popular at the time where I was. And I was hooked from then on. So a couple months later, I saved up some money, bought my own, and never looked back. So I've owned the car since 2007, and I bought it then to replace my first 240, which I bought in 2003. I think my car is kind of unique in the 240 scene because it's not your typical drift missile. It's pretty low key, but it has a decent amount of horsepower, and it's going to be set up for more of the road racing type of thing. So as you can see on the outside of the car, it's not much is really done to the outside, but my primary focus of the build has been the motor so far, and so it's a fully built SR20. CB pistons, scat rods, balanced bottom end, ported cylinder head, etc., etc. Some of the key mods are a twin-scroll GT-30 71R turbo with a full race twin-scroll manifold, and then a built valve train. If I had to pick one word to describe the car, it would definitely be sleeper. On the outside, it's just your everyday $500 240, but it definitely has it where it counts. An interesting story, when I first started drag racing, I had just the stock SR with a stock turbo on it, so it was only like a low 13-second car. And an older gentleman came in with a Dodge Viper with only street tires on it, and I asked him if he wanted to race my little Nissan, and he basically told me that it was a waste of his time. Radioed the line director, the guy who kind of sets up the races at that track, and asked him to set me up with after I did all the teching, and he did so, and we lined up, and he basically couldn't get traction whatsoever, and I did, and so I killed him out of the hole, and he basically ran a mid-13 due to lack of traction, and so I actually beat him. It's pretty funny. Future plans are I'm actually going to be swapping the chassis to a newer 96 S14 240 over this next winter, and then after that I will be focusing primarily on suspension to kind of round out the car. I'd like to thank all my friends and family, and especially my girlfriend of almost 7 years, for always being there and supporting me with my mischief and doing what I love to do, and never telling me to do something else.